Hello everybody, QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I am back today with another episode of Hustle Castle. We are still in downtime between events, which is nice and relaxing. No grind that needs to happen every day, at least not in this game. I am currently doing that grind in Zero City, and Shelter War had a grind going on as well, and that one is now over, so currently doing one event right now, and it actually is very relaxing. That's one that I don't, it's a challenge event, which I don't usually push super hard. So taking a little bit of relaxation, and what I should have done for this video, I will do it for the next, as long as no event comes up, is, take a step back and maybe go to our beginner account and see how things are looking, because I haven't looked at that in a really long time, and maybe cover, we can cover some of the more basic questions of, squad setup and those kinds of things, which it's been a very long time, like I said. So if you have any questions that you want me to answer in that video, go ahead and post them in the comments below, and I will get to them. Maybe that'll be part of it as well, as I'll just read through those and answer questions as you guys bring them up. But other than that, today I'm going to do the giveaway, and I'm just going to do a bit of the daily grind, and talk about things as I see them, and then announce the giveaway for next week. So that is going to be it. So it's going to be fairly short, fairly low key, and yeah, that's it. Before I go ahead and announce the winners, I just noticed it right now. I had two people, my woodworkers, I decided to throw in to train them for fighters, just because why not? They're not doing anything else, and they just finished. So I have two more level 100 fighters now. It is so much faster in this game than the other games. The less than 5 days once you go to 90 to 100 is a huge difference. So my woodworkers are doing quite well. Fully trained bankers, fully trained cooks, fully trained fighters. I believe this is max as well. That's funny, the woodworkers are not even maxed out in their gear. And I think iron is maxed out too. So the only thing they're not maxed out in is this one right now. But I am actually producing people I can use at the moment, up to 55 there. So, or maybe there's 70 actually at the moment. Yeah, so if I decide I need two more fighters, I got two of them ready to go. And why not? I mean, I think I might even have others just sitting around doing nothing, so that's kind of why I'm doing that. And I always have my guy running around automatically completing everything for me, so it makes that nice and easy. All right, anyway, enough going down a tangent like I tend to do a lot. So giveaway winners this week. I do apologize. I am going to struggle. This is going to be very ugly. I don't know how to pronounce a bunch of these names, so if you have a name like that, you have a chance to win. We had a lot of participation, so thanks everybody who jumped in. And before I show the winners, for those that are new, the giveaways we do every week are supported by the Hustle Castle Facebook page. They give us 500 diamonds each to 10 separate winners. And I have random numbers you guys pick, so the people that are the closest win. So this week the random number was 20,822, and here's our winners. Dump was pretty good, only being 46 away, but everybody still gets the same numbers no matter what. So the 10 winners this week are Dump, Warhammer, Sneaky, Ashton, Bumblebabe. Here we go. Can't do it. MN. I can't pronounce these letters, but I'm going to do the English version of these letters. MNC, MAPNN. Pi, I don't know. HN Pi BL4. Sorry, don't know. We'll go. See, G, is that the next one? Annie and Granite Road. So, even though I pronounced your name horribly, regardless, I have your ID, so I'll turn those in. So you guys will each get 500 diamonds, and those will more than likely be here on Friday. I'll be turning those in when this video goes live, and they'll more than likely be there Friday morning like usual. And I will go ahead and announce another giveaway at the end of this video, and I'm sticking to the 4 days because it makes recording schedules easier for me. I can be a little bit more flexible when I release the videos. So as you can see, most of my resources here are getting up there pretty good. I haven't been doing a whole lot. I grinded the portal this weekend, got a bunch of resources so I can do my next incinerator. I got a long way to go. I think I'm only like 9 I got 10 now. So long way to go there. These are from the portal, or from the dungeon, so I have 200 plus chests there, so I'm opening those up. I got up to 115 here from the portal this weekend. It's going to be a slow grind, but during downtimes, that'll be the way to go, certainly. All right, so I have done none of my dailies. I do have this. I don't know what these 9 are. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I think it was the last release. These people give updates on what you're doing, and there's a lot of repetition in there, so it's kind of a nice little change of pace, but again, after a while it gets repetitive. It's more or less the same thing. I was never too huge into the story mode. It seems kind of goofy. I have noticed, just a little thing to point out, that, I don't know if everybody else has started noticing it or not, but I was grinding my trophies at 2200 and finding some pretty good results, except during events, because people attack everybody during the events. But certainly the last several days, there have not been a whole lot of good options here for attacking. So whether everybody else is attacking or people jump to a different bracket, I'm not really sure at the moment. But I think I need to move somewhere. I'm not sure. There we go. 540. The coins are the one I'm the most interested in. I'm just going to do it right here while we're here. So I do apologize if you are watching. I usually try to get as many coins as possible, but I haven't even been using all my food. I've been wasting so much food. Okay, we're not going to do this because these refreshes are going to be too slow. So we will not be doing that. And it's skipping around. You couldn't even watch that. Let's let me at least finish looking through. So it's 600,000 coins, which is pretty nice. So you get a bunch of those, and it certainly pays off. The goal, obviously, getting up to 6 million, so you can fully level an epic gem up to max. But unfortunately, my dust is getting very low because I created a ton of legendary gems lately, and I don't have a whole lot of dust, so I need to start grinding the gem bay a whole lot more. And I will during the next event, because I always do it during the event, because that's usually a good way to get event-related items. But right now I'm grinding the railway station, which is the same thing in Zero City 4 times a day, and that takes a lot of time. So, and I was doing 4 in each of the games, in Zero City, Hustle Castle, and American Dad, and doing 12 of those a day, it certainly takes a lot of time. So that's another reason I'm kind of backing off a bit, but I am trying to do 1 a day. All right, let me finish looking at this map real quick to see if there's anything that I will attack later, because these screen refreshes are too slow. I'm not going to do that right now. I do have a new green screen coming tomorrow. Even though I was warned against it, it's kind of cheap, so I decided to give it a shot. So I can try to get the video going without it having negative impact to my recording here. Having a green screen behind me without it being properly lit, though, is not necessarily a recipe for success. So I'm not sure how well it's going to work, because this room I'm in is not lit very well at all. But I'm gonna give it a shot. So there was a couple people that have been asking how they can support the channel, and maybe I should create something so people can donate money, so I could start getting something better, getting a better machine or something along those lines. Hadn't really thought about it tons, a little bit. There, I might put something out there where YouTube is actually testing right now. Ooh, there we go. I'm going to do that one. Beta testing the ability to have applauses in it. Right now, if you're in Android and on the PC, there's an applaud button on the bottom, and you can click on that, and then you can donate to the video. It's actually good, and I will get that. And the problem is I'm not going to know who it comes from. So if you do that right now and you want me to know that you did it, you can go ahead and drop a note in the comments or reach on Discord or something like that, and then I can let people know. I can announce you, if you would like that you are supporting the channel, and I would appreciate that. But I'm hoping that they take this a little bit further and they give the user the ability to make it known publicly or not, because I think a lot of people want to have that recognition if they're supporting or not. So hopefully they make that show up somehow. So once beta testing is done, I don't know if they're going to turn that on or not. But that is something that is on right now. It doesn't sound like I don't think I said iOS. It's on Android and PC. I think the problem is iOS has a different pay method and pay scale, and they make everything a whole lot harder. So that's out there. And then there's also memberships, which, I'm starting to look into. I don't have usually what you have for memberships, you get different levels, and people can support, you donate a certain amount every month, and then you get certain perks. And I don't know what kind of perks I'm going to be providing, because I don't have a lot of extra time to do a lot of stuff. So I don't know if it's just going to be doing shout outs or, placing your name up there, just showing that you're supporting or whatever, but something like that might come as well. So I'm, kind of looking into that. Don't know if that's how many people are even interested in doing that, but I have heard from a couple different people. So I am looking into it. So where am I? Arena. Let's go ahead and do an arena and a gem bay here while we're here. This will help a little bit of the grind. So my squad's at 15-1, which is where we were after we put those last runes on. And, the biggest problem I have right now is I'm often against 18 to 20 million squads. And for the most part, I can't beat them. So it's a challenge for sure. And oopsie, what did I do? Deploy the best, deploy the previous. It doesn't matter, I guess. We will. Do you want to take? Are you sure you want? What did I do? Oh yeah, there we go. So I can usually get through. I'm doing, like I said, do one a day, and then I watch the video if I need to. I would do more if I could, if I had the time. But things are a bit crazy, and I haven't been able to do that a whole lot. Let's just do. We got time while that's still going. Let's see if this is watchable or not. It's so fast and jerky that you can't really see a whole lot. Maybe if I made it slower. What if I slow it down to like 1? Let's see what things look like here. Go ahead. We got 2 minutes. I got get in the arena here. Yeah, it's a little bit more watchable. Obviously, I don't have the numbers on there, so usually goes pretty good. And like I said, I get through 15 and 15 pretty much every time now. Occasionally I have to watch the video, but with the video I can get there. I certainly couldn't do 4 times like I was doing before. Yeah, this is too slow. Maybe go 1.5. But certainly 1 to start getting some dust because I highly need the dust. But I'm really looking forward to getting that new incinerator in there and running 2 incinerators because they're supposed to work pretty well together. I am a very long ways away from there because I don't have enough materials yet, but looking forward to the day when that gets there. Haven't bought anything in a while, so hopefully get a good offer for something to buy and get a cheap start to either incinerator or storm. All right, we got a minute left. We're gonna just go ahead and jump in to the arena and see what's going on. See what we're up against. We got 48 seconds. We got 9-1, 12, 3 under 14, 4 under 14, 5 under 14. All right, I got 514 million. So, again, the numbers don't. This person lost. I don't know. It doesn't matter who they lost to. It does make a difference that 14 versus 18. If somebody's properly fit at 14, I will probably lose, and if they're not at 18, I'll probably beat them. So I should actually look to see what they're running to see if I have a good chance to win or not. I have to turn those numbers off because I can't even see what's going on. So look at that. So the 14 almost beat me. Oh, it's still going. It might still beat me. There we go. So we won. Obviously, it took a long time. But since I didn't properly judge, I don't really know. I got to look to see what everybody's running. But obviously, I didn't have a whole lot of time. So obviously, Maddie is the beast on my team. It does most of the work, obviously. But the big damage often it depends on the fight. Sometimes it's James here. Leah often gets it, and it looks like she did again today. Evan occasionally gets it, and then occasionally even Maddie. She's the big damage dealer. So it really depends who I'm fighting. They don't necessarily work together. They're strong. They're strong as a team, but they're not stronger because they're together as a team. So I don't have that synergy working, which I think a lot of the really good squads have that. So I should actually take the time at some point to see what I can do to get that synergy going on my team. All right, Dimon beat us, and AK lost to us. Dimon's in front of us. Okay. More than likely not going to try to beat any of the 18s, but we'll see what happens later in the fight. Danielle, nope, 20 minutes. This is fairly normal, Sexy Banana, I can't beat. Sexy Banana beats me all the time. I have been in the arena many times with them. Clark Griswold, what's going on with you? Highly active clan, and I can't beat you. I have beaten a 20. I've actually beaten a 21 million before, but they were not properly set, obviously, for somebody like me to beat them. All right, what do we got? We'll go with EAS. If there's a chance of me pretty much, guaranteed to either finish at a certain spot or higher, I'll certainly go after a 20 million. Or if I'm guaranteed to finish, if I'm 4th, I'm guaranteed to finish no worse than 6th, then I'm going to be in that bracket no matter what. I'll often go for it. And since there's no event going on, sometimes I'll go for it as well. So, I certainly go for first more often, not really worrying about not finishing the top 6. Maybe more often than I should. But hey, go big or go home, right? I do hope that I don't know if a better computer will make these load screens any quicker or not. I think this is kind of a downside to the emulator. I do remember recently with the Hustle Castle release that came out, they said they were making PCs run faster. So I don't know if it was that side of it or what it was. Obviously, I'm not seeing a lot of it here because it's still quite slow. All right, Gawk. We will try to fight you at some point. Sexy Banana, we already said no. Dimon already beat us. We don't want to fight you. Red, we will fight at some point. And you, we will fight at some point. So if Gawk loses, we will fight Gawk now. If Gawk wins, we will go ahead and fight Red. Let's see what Gawk is going to do. We don't want to miss the chance to not do that fight. Sexy Banana beat Gawk. Ooh. We're going to go see what Gawk is running because obviously he has a setup I might not be able to beat. Being able to win 3 fights already at 10 million power, that means he is running something fairly good. And I am curious who that third person he just beat, if it was me or not, and I didn't look. We'll have to go see what happened. Ooh, there we go. That's nice. And not unexpected. Come on. Let's go. Alright. Gotta get that off my screen. There we go. What happened? Gawk beat EAS. So those are the low ones. They both... Let's make sure he didn't fight us earlier and beat us. Nope. 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 Okay. So let's just take a look. There we go. Gawk lost right there at AK-47. Let's see what Gawk is running. Still fairly newish to TR11 the way it looks. One thing I haven't done recently is tried to check to see what the top people are doing. I certainly need to do that at some point soon to see see what improvements I can make on my... Ooh, I don't want to fight you. See what improvements I can make on my squad, because I'm certainly missing out. But it's been such a grind with all the different events going. There's been so much going on. I haven't had the time just to sit. And one of the things I want to do is start getting through some of these chests and making some progress there, but I haven't had a chance to do that lately. Unless there's something specific in the events. The last event I did create a lot of legendary gems, which was nice and very much needed. So that helped me get stronger. I can do some work to make my hero a little bit stronger. I certainly needed that as well. Just need to make the time to do it. Maybe I just need to do those on camera. Create some videos where I'm just going through some of that. Look at that. Maddie. Oh, get off. Come on. There we go. 52% of the healing. Took 48% of the damage and did 28% of the damage. I mean, that's just beast right there. And nobody else really did a whole lot. Didn't have a chance because she did it all. All right, let's see. Now we're going to go for the guaranteed win, more than likely guaranteed win, or are we going to go for top 3 position? That's going to be the question. And if this load screen doesn't go away, we're not going to do anything. All right, 654. The highest I can get is 879, which would be first place. Highly unlikely because I'd have to beat Sexy Banana, and that's not going to happen. Daniel Magno. We're going to check you out in a second. If I lose, I will fall down to 5th. If I win at 150, that'll put me at 804, which gets me guaranteed 4th place. So I don't want to do that. I got to go big or go home on this one, because if Gawk wins, I could potentially fall to 7th, but who cares, really? So yeah, we're going to have to go big here. Danielle, did you beat me? Clark Griswold beat me. Danielle didn't fight me. All right, Danielle, here we go. We got 25 seconds. I don't even get to see what you're running here. I know I can't beat Sexy Banana, so I'm not going to try it. Let's see what we can do. Let's go for the win. Let's go for 2nd place, I guess, really. Unless we get some massive shutout and knock it out in 221 or better. It might be, but it'll be the other way around, I have a feeling. Hey, we put up a good fight anyway. Yeah, well, you know, that was expected. And that'll put us in 6th or 7th. No biggie. Not a big deal. Because best place I was going to get 4th anyway, so it really didn't make a difference. And let's see. Everybody else knows but me because my screen is too slow. And 5th. So, best case was 4th. Worst case, I got 5th. It was definitely worth going for that win on that one. So, there we go. This video's already gone on for 20 minutes. I think I'm going to, we're going to end here. We're going to go ahead and announce the giveaway. Like I said, next video I'll come back with a little bit more useful content. I'll bring back one of my other accounts. And like I said earlier on, if you have any beginner type questions, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll go through all those before the next video and cover what I am capable of covering, and point you in the direction if there's something I can't cover. So, all right, the next giveaway is the same thing we always do. Ooh, I know somebody told me how to take care of that problem, and I didn't. So, I think drag them somewhere, drag them off the screen. I think because you can't. Yeah, so the giveaway is sponsored by, not really sponsored, but supported by the Facebook Hustle Castle page, and the link is down below in the description. We get 500 in-game diamonds up here, given to 10 different winners who are going to be the closest, and I just have random numbers that I pick, and the people that are closest, the 10 people that are closest will be winning. So go up here and click on your profile. Actually, before you do that, go down to the description down below this video, and there's going to be a Google form. Open up that Google form, and you have to give me 3 things in there. Give me your game name up here, give me your game ID, which you can copy by clicking on that if you want to, and give me your guess. So the number range this week is going to be 30,000 to 40,000. So just pick some random number between 30,000 and 40,000. I have an app on my phone that generates a random number in that range, and the 10 people that are closest are going to be the winners. So thank you to everybody who's been playing along and supporting the channel, and hopefully we get news on what the next big thing is going to be. Could be the clan update coming soon. As I talked about in the last video, it does sound like that should be getting closer to being ready. I don't have any timeline yet on when that's going to be. I'll make sure I post it when I find something out. Be putting it on the QC Runner Discord, and then also I will cover it here on a video when I get that next video out. So anyway, that should do it for today. This has been QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I will talk to you soon. See ya.